lovely Minjuns! Minjuns 여러분, 안녕하세요. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we'll be learning some Korean words or verbs that you might pronounce incorrectly. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce an awesome language learning website called italki where you can learn proper pronunciations. It is because italki has a lot of professional and community teachers whose native language is Korean. So that means you can listen to real Korean pronunciations. You can learn how native Koreans really speak. What you can do is to choose a teacher that you like after watching introduction videos, schedule your first lesson, and then you can study with your teacher. And the lessons are very cheap and reasonable because the teachers set their own prices. This is very amazing, right? And there is also application of italki, so you can learn Korean anywhere, anytime. So it is much more convenient than going to class in person. Also, they've given me a buy one get one free offer, so if you buy one lesson, you can get another one free. Only for you guys who are watching this video right now, italki will credit $10 extra. All you have to do is click on the link in the description box and sign up for italki. If you're interested in, please go check out. Well then, let's get started with the lesson. Alright, let's take a look at this. Can you guys pronounce these 4 words properly? Well, I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it and then I'll tell you the exact pronunciations. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The answer is, listen carefully, 박, 갑, 흑, and 닭. 박, 갑, 흑, 닭. So it's not 박 or kaps or 흑, 닭. You just go 박, 갑, 흑, and 닭. It is because every Korean word has to be end in 7 sounds, including 기역, 니은, 디귿, 리을, 미음, 비읍, and 이응. I also explained about this in this video, right? So according to this ending sound rule, this is pronounced like 꽃, 꽃, the D sound, and this is pronounced like 옷, 옷, 옷. This rule is applied when a word is written or pronounced alone, when it is used as itself. And also it is the same as when you pronounce double consonants. So you don't have to be confused about what to choose when pronouncing these double consonants. So for example, 쌍기역 and 키읔 is pronounced like 기역 when it is an ending sound, just like 박, 박. So it's not 박, just 박, 박, 박. And just like you can hear in 흑, 흑, and 닭, 닭, when you see these 리을 기역 double consonants, you can just choose the 기역 only, like 흑, 흑, and 닭, 닭. And what about 비읍 시옷? Yes, you can just choose 비읍, like 갑, 갑. Alright, then as you advance, let's take one step further. What happens if these words are followed by a particle or an ending that starts with a vowel? In that case, you have to pronounce both the consonants. So for example, the pronunciation of these is 달기, 달기, 달기. E is attached to 닭, right? E is a subject particle and it starts with a vowel. I mean, there is a consonant iung, but iung has no sound when it is at the very beginning of the syllable. So in Korean language, it is considered that it starts with a vowel. E, E. So move the second consonants of ending sound of first syllable to the next syllable, like 달기, 달기. And also, this is 흙이, 흙이. The same logic is applied. 흙이, 흙이. And next, you have to pronounce this as, yes, 값이, 값이, 값이. And this one is 밖에, 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 밖에. Alright, move on to the next. We will take one step furthermore. Even if an ending sound is followed by a vowel, when it is not a particle or an ending, but an actual word that has real meaning, then the pronunciation is going to be different. But don't worry, this is not as difficult. Let's take a look at this. 위 or 위에, 위에, it means on or above. 위에, 위에 or 위. So these means on soil, and its pronunciation is 흙 위에, 흙 위에, not 흙 위에, but 흙 위에, 흙 위에, or 흙 위에, heuk 위에. So do not move the second consonant to the next syllable because we has a real meaning, right? This is a word and it is used as itself. So do not move the consonants to pronounce it like 흙위에, but you have to say 흙위에, 흙위에. And also this means inside of a chicken. And its pronunciation is 다가네, 다가네, 다가네. This is not 달가네, 달가네, but you have to pronounce it like 다가네, 다가네. So this is like you have to pronounce the first word separately according to the ending sound rule, like 다, 다, and 흙, 흙. And then you have to pronounce the next word that starts with a vowel, like 다가네, 다가네, and 흙위에, 흙위에. So in this way, you can make the meaning more clear. So this is a kitchen. 부엌, 부엌, 부엌. Again, according to the ending sound rule, the pronunciation is 부엌, right? Not 부엌, but 부엌, 부엌. And when it is followed by a particle like this, you have to say 부엌에, 부엌에, 부엌에. But when it is followed by a word that has an actual meaning, then you can say 부엌 안에, 부엌 안에, 부엌 안에, 부엌 안에. So let's practice with some example sentences. 우리 밖에 나가서 놀자. 우리 밖에 나가서 놀자. 요즘 고기값이 비싸요. 요즘 고기값이 비싸요. 흙 위에서 닭이 먹이를 먹고 있어요. 흙 위에서 닭이 먹이를 먹고 있어요. Alright, then let's take a look at these two verbs. Can you guess the proper pronunciation of these two verbs? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The first one is 잡히다, 잡히다, 잡히다. And it means to be grabbed or to be caught. 잡히다. And the next one is meo-ki-da, meo-ki-da, meo-ki-da. And it means to be eaten or to work or to be effective. Again, 잡히다, 잡히다, the p sound. And meo-ki-da, meo-ki-da, the k sound. It is because when piut, tigut, chiut, and kiok meets hiut, they will change into piut, tiut, chiut, and q. So that's why 잡히다 has to be pronounced like 잡히다, 잡히다, the p sound, because piut is followed by hiut. And also you have to pronounce like meo-ki-da, meo-ki-da, because kiok is followed by hiut. It is the same as when you have to say this. A lot of, and its pronunciation is 많다, 많다, 많다. You can see here means tigut, right? 많다, 많다. And also this, it means yes, good, right in English, and it is pronounced like 옳지, 옳지, 옳지. And it is because here is followed by 치읓, right? 옳지, 옳지. So 옳지, this is used like 옳지, 옳지, 옳지. When you want to sympathize with someone or when you want to cheer up someone, like 옳지, 옳지, 옳지. But I also use this phrase when my cat has something very good. So I think this is also same with good boy or good girl in English. Anyway, this pronunciation is 옳지, 옳지. Not 옳지, but 옳지, 옳지. So yeah, let's take a look at example sentences. 드디어 그 범인이 잡혔어요. 드디어 그 범인이 잡혔어요. 그런 변명은 걔한테 안 먹힐 거야. 그런 변명은 걔한테 안 먹힐 거야. Alright, and finally, let's take a look at this. This means to be piled up or to be built, and this means to boil. And again, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so this is ssa-i-da, ssa-i-da, ssa-i-da. And this is kkeu-ri-da, kkeu-ri-da, kkeu-ri-da. So this is not ssa-i-da or kkeu-ri-da. I know heut is written, but in Korean language, heut has no sound when it is at the end. So imagine that there is no heut when you pronounce these words. ssa-i-da, ssa-i-da, and kkeu-ri-da, kkeu-ri-da. I mean, you must write down heut when you write down these verbs, but when you pronounce it, you have to submit the sound. ssa-i-da, kkeu-ri-da. 그리움만 쌓이네. There is a very famous song like this. And you can hear that it is 쌓이네. 그리움만 쌓이네. Anyway, this means good and its pronunciation is 좋은. 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 Not 좋은. Not 좋은, but 좋은. 좋은. And also 너, this is a conjugation form of 넣다, which means to put in. And yes, this pronunciation is no, not no. There's no h sound, but no. So let's take a look at some example sentences. 좋은 옷들이 창고에 가득 쌓여 있어요. 좋은 옷들이 창고에 가득 쌓여 있어요. 라면을 끓일 때는 스프를 넣어야 해요. 라면을 끓일 때는 스프를 넣어야 해요. Alright, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. And also, I've got my Facebook, I've got my Instagram, I've got my Twitter, so you can connect with me on all of my social media. Then I'll see you soon for another lesson. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. 그러면 다음 시간에 만나요. 안녕. Bye.